Okay, before I get started on the eye, I always refer back to the skull, and I make sure of a few certain things. One very important thing is the bone, the cheekbone. You want to make sure that you've allowed enough of the sculpey built up in this area to appear to be a cheekbone. You can always add on extra later, but it's important to think along the lines of a bone being underneath just the flesh. You don't want to lose this bone right here. This is very important. A very common problem is when you build an eye, you kind of don't put that bone in there. You don't have to literally put the bone in, but make sure that you have enough built up on the side here, because otherwise if you don't, your eye is going to wrap back around your head like that, and that's not a natural shape for the head. So you want to make sure that this bone is in there. You want to make sure that this bone is in there, and if you have that kind of an area and have enough meat built up in there, then you shouldn't have too many problems. Took me a long time to learn that, but now that I did, it's a lot more easy. So let's get started on the eye. Okay. Okay, what I've done here is, this is where that bone I was talking about on the side would be, and it's not an actual bone. It's just the meat that's kind of built up in there, and then enough cheek. Now I'll probably be adding some more on there afterwards, but you can see basically what I'm meaning by that. So what I do in building an eye is I take a little piece of sculpey. I measure mine out ahead of time, and I have two side by side so I can kind of make sure that I have the exact for both sides, so that one eye doesn't appear a little bit larger. So I just kind of roll it out in kind of a little elongated pea shape. I don't know how else to describe that, a pod shape. And then I just place it right in that socket right there. Just kind of tap it down a little bit. Then I take my lacing tool, which is that Kemper lacing tool, and I take off my glasses so I can see. Believe it or not, I can see better this way. And I go to the corner, and I come back and I rock it, and I go to the corner there, and I rock it back and forth to kind of get the basic shape. Bring it across the top. I'm just getting my basic shape now. Your eyeball is round, so you want to make sure that it goes into the center and at the corner. It's better to have a little bit too much sculpey than too little, because you don't want the eyes to go too far down, but then again you don't want them to bug out. Eyes are something that I work on over and over and over again until I get it just right. So they go through a metamorphosis too. They're changed many, many times. It's an awkward angle here.